Howdy! Boy, do I have some news for you. Hey, Joy. Well, I'm missionary Steve Deal from the Philippines, from the Redemption Ranch Cowboy Camp in the Philippines, and I've got some great news for you. I'm here in the United States now, sharing the best thing I've ever had in my 35 years of ministry of telling people about Jesus. You know, if you start in the New Testament, start telling people about Jesus in the New Testament, you're already 70% in the story. Where we need to start is at the beginning and in Genesis. And our friends from Good Soul has come up with a study guide called The Story of Hope. And we start telling the story, God's story, and sharing the good news, whether we're witnessing to one or teaching a group. This book starts in Genesis 1, as God our Creator, who is Jesus Christ. You know, in John 1 and verse 3 says, all things were made by Him. He's not just a baby that was born in the manger in Bethlehem. He created everything. In Hebrews 1 and in Colossians 1, it teaches us that Jesus is our Creator. And if we go back to the beginning and tell the story as it should, it's easier for people to understand and accept. But what they have done is they've condensed this story into where it's kind of like an accordion. You ever play an accordion or a squeeze box? You can squeeze it down to about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes if you're in a witnessing situation, or you can share up to 50 hours if you're teaching in a Sunday school or a Bible study. The film you're about to see is me teaching this at West Monroe, Louisiana at Cornerstone Baptist Church. I'm teaching it all day there. It's an 8 to 5 study. You need to order this book to watch this video and take this teaching. This book is the Good Soul Evangelism Discipleship Workbook. Now, you'll need this with this study as we'll begin for this video of teaching you through this workbook. Now, I'm only going to give you the highlights during this video, but it'll help you to understand and be able to witness to your friends and family and any denomination. I've witnessed to Buddhists and Roman Catholics. I witnessed to a lady on an airplane coming back from Vietnam, going from Vietnam to Bangkok, who didn't even know what a Bible was. And after a year of sharing this with her, from the times I was able to see her, she's now a Christian, a believer, and she's sharing her faith using the Story of Hope. You can also get it on your phone. I've been able to translate it into Vietnamese and to Burmese. I now have a copy for our Vietnamese friends to be able to tell the story of hope starting from the beginning. Also, we have not only the story of hope, but the way of joy. The way of joy is the discipleship part. Normally, this is a 14-hour course, 7 hours with the evangelism and 7 hours with discipleship. And this is discipleship, the way of joy. So you'll want to order the story of hope and the way to joy along with your workbook. This is what you'll need to take this course to really get the best that you can get out of it. And also, you'll want to order Gil Thomas's Gaining Ground. This explains everything. This was put together by missionaries. It's written in a narrative form. It's fun to read, and it's a great way to share the gospel, starting in the beginning. Sunday morning, I'll be teaching the hooks where you can learn the main storyline in the Bible. 25 major events chronologically throughout the Bible, and when you learn those, you can hang other stories in the Bible and you can understand your whole Bible, because the Bible is one complete story from Genesis to Revelation about God's wonderful story of hope for us. So I want to share that with you. I hope you can make it to order these things. If you can't make it to one of our trainings, that's why I'm making this video, is so that you can learn how to share the gospel starting in Genesis. Hey, men, Joy's got to go because we want to tell some other people how they can share Jesus using the story of hope. Don't forget, contact Good Soul, goodsoul.com on the internet. It's very easy. You'll see all the materials and the teachings there. Until then, or until we get to heaven, we'll see you next time. Thank you, Joy. Let's go.